And after Australia, it's a group of Indians who were racially abused and assaulted by Canadians near Vancouver. A group of 6 Indians who were playing tennis were attacked and robbed by 4 white Canadians. The 4 suspects involved in the assault allegedly shouted racially based expletives. According to the police now, the Canadians involved in the attack have been charged with assault, robbery, resulting in physical harm and shouting threat to the victim. Some more information coming in. Alistair, what's the latest information coming in on how Canadians are now charged with assaulting Indians?
Yes, actually, like you mentioned, 4 white Canadians now currently being charged. There's a 19-year-old man that we can tell you about who's facing charges, including an 18-year-old woman. What's interesting here is also there are 2 others who were also involved in this racial abuse and attack. However, those 2 are minors, one 15 and the other 16. So an interesting slant to this story here. So 1 man, 1 woman, including 2 minors currently charged. What we can also tell you is that apparently there were a bunch of 6 Indians playing tennis in a tennis court when these 4 white Canadians approached them, tried to take over the court, and there was some sort of altercation whereby the 4 white Canadians then pushed the Indians to a corner. They also began hurling racial abuses as well as physically assaulting the 6 Indians, including creating some damage to the property there in a place near Vancouver, Canada.
Right, for reports. According to police reports, the white Canadians have been charged with allegedly assaulting a group of Indian origin men who were playing tennis. The 4 suspects involved in the assault shouted racially based expletives. Now, the 4 Canadians involved in the assault include 3 men and a woman, indulged in using obscenities and threats on the 6 Indians. The suspects attempted to enter the tennis court, which is now barricaded by the tennis players, and they were able to force their way into the tennis court and intimidate the victims until they were backed into a corner. Alistair, any kind of action that's being taken against these Canadians?
Right now, as we earlier mentioned, Harishri, yes, there have been charges that have been laid against all of them, including the 2 minors who will likely be tried in a juvenile court. They are to appear in court on June the 17th. Also, what's important to note here that this happened in a community whereby 25% of that community in Abbotsford near Vancouver, there are lots of Indians who live here. So an unusual attack, some might call it, something that is really that hasn't happened in a long time. So as far as action concerned with regards to the 4 accused currently going to be produced in court on June the 17th. 2 of them to be tried in juvenile court. The other 2, of course, are adults, and the law will take its likely course.